Hey everybody, it's me guys, developer of a small mobile title called Space Bootlegger. Today I want to talk about prototyping and procedural generation. Now, one thing that I do a lot is I actually do a lot of prototyping inside my head, which is probably not a very good practice, but it's what I do, it's how I work. So I've been struggling lately trying to come up with a good idea for a procedural generated level for this title that I'm working on. So what I wanted to do today is last night I had an epiphany and I wanted to share this basic idea I had with this procedural generation. Just I wanted to test it out and I wanted to share it, and this is how you build a prototype. Okay, this is a terrible shot, but I'm going to do what I can with it. This is our prototype, and what I have here is a grid here. I originally went from 1 to 32, but I decided we're going to shrink it down to 1 to 20 just because of reasons that will become evident here in a minute. So what we want to do is we want to develop a two-dimensional layout for our world, and the way I intend to do that is to create some specific points and just connect them in a logical fashion. So first thing we need when we do a procedural generation is a random number generator. Now this is a nice little box my brother made for me. And here are my random number generators. As you can see, I have a lot. So the first thing is I'm going to take out two, these are D4s. I have at least two of them. Two D4s. I do have another one somewhere. I was playing with it last night. Here's another one. Two D4 dice. Okay. And then I am going to take out two 20-sided dice. Let's use these two. Interesting. Something we can tell apart from each other, yet there are visible on the camera. Let's go with those two. Okay. Now, the white one is the horizontal. The clear one is the vertical. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll these two dice, and this is going to be our starting point. I thought about starting just up here in the corner, but I may want a little bit of flexibility here. But I just want to have a good starting spot up here in the corner. So I'm going to roll this, and said the white side was the horizontal, so 3 down 2. This is our starting point. Start. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate 3 more points. These are points of interest. These will be things like item finds, bosses, something that is of major interest. This is how we want our layout to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw this, and this will be our horizontal, and this will be our vertical. So, and we've got a cat in the coming in. That's Bellfire. He likes to be in my videos. Okay, 15 is our horizontal and 4 is our vertical. So we know 4 here, 15 here. So this is going to be 0.1. We're going to try again. Okay, we got 7 and 17. 7 across, 17 down. And that will be our 0.2. See this is how kitties help with the editing process, is they kind of get into the shot, they bump the camera, they bump the lighting, Everything that you took all this time to set up, they undo. It's entertainment. Entertainment that I should cut out, but I am going to quick edit this video by just splicing the two things together. But anyway, we have point 2 here. Okay. 5 across and 12 down. So point 3. So what we want is essentially a path that goes like this. 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's a simple path. We could dress it up in many ways, but that's what I want. So this is our basic layout with 3 key points. And then the next thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to create easy backtracking. So I create this vertical shaft here, and we go here, here, and we don't really need one here. So this is a simple layout that we've created. Now, potential problems with this particular design is that the area may be so small that you're not really using your space, and things may be too close together, adjacent. This kind of looks somewhat uninteresting. It may become more interesting if I were to add, say, another point. 14, 11. So 14 across, which is here, and 11 down here, 4. Let's add another point. Okay, so that could be our level. And then what you would want to do is generate secondary things, points, and for, say, secrets. They are generated like 5 more points and just made these just whatever the shortest distance to the actual path is. One way that we can correct for if the path seems too short is make sure that each path has a minimum number of squares. You can also, to make the path seem a little bit more interesting, we could require a certain number of turns in the path. But this, in a nutshell, is how I'm thinking of doing my procedural generation. I may come up with a better idea in the future, but this is, for the most part, our world. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.